Hello, hi, good morning everyone. This is Syed Riazuddin. Now I'm going to explain you about some video regarding the competitive examinations. This is my first tutorial, and in this tutorial I'll be covering the topic of time and speed. As you all know, this is the most important topic for each and every competitive exam like GRE, CAT and etc. and also your banking exams. So let me introduce you to the topic of time and speed. Now the basic formula which you people need to remember in time and speed is speed is equal to distance divided by time. Okay, and then from this you can derive two more formulas, that is, which is very much easy. As you all know, speed time is equal to distance by speed, and here comes the most important formula: distance is equal to speed into time. So the main thing you need to remember here is, for the calculation you need the units to be in metric form. You need the units to be in metric form. This is the important topic which each and everyone will be forgetting about it. So converting a kilometers per hour into meters per second. Okay, very much most of you might be familiar about how to convert it. A kilometer per hour, you know, that is equal to 1 kilometer is equal to the 1000 meters, and divided by 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, and again into seconds, 60 seconds, and simplifying this formula you will be getting as 5a by 18. You please go on with the same calculations. Now in the reverse case, if you want to convert a meters per second into kilometers per hour, you can do it on your own. I hope so. Okay, now we'll be discussing some basic concepts like, okay, I am referring a book, a very old book, which is of utmost important. Now here comes three cases when speed is constant. Suppose that you are going in a highway with a speed limit of 30 kilometers per hour. 30 kilometers per hour. As the same highway, person B is also going with 30 kilometers per hour. Okay, so what happens here in the cases, the speed is constant, then the relation between distance and time is d1 by t1 is equal to d2 by t2. Okay, so now in second case, let us assume that the time is constant. Okay, if the time is constant, then what you people will be doing? If time is constant, then if t is equal to constant, t is a constant, you suppose, then what happens? Then d1 by s1, okay, d by s1 is equal to d1 by s1. This is the basic concept. Okay, now you people assume that distance is equal to constant, and you yourselves can derive it, what happens and what doesn't happen. Okay, so the basic questions I will be giving here is, for example, when speed is equal to 30 kilometers per hour, when speed is equal to 70 kilometers per hour, 70 kilometers per hour. Okay, and then time is equal to and then the time is equal to, you suppose, 60 minutes. This is the very basic question. I want distance. Okay, you people should do it, and you must do it, because you people all have learned in your basic and formal sections. Okay, now in the concept of speed, I will introduce you people to two sort of concepts: speed. Okay, first thing goes like average speed, and second one comes around relative speed. Okay, relative speed. So first, coming to average speed is equal to total distance covered, total distance divided by total time taken. Okay, total time. So average speed concept can be used in the case of proportions. or when two or three persons are traveling with certain different distance or certain different time. Suppose if A travels, if A travels 30 kilometers, A travels 30 kilometers in 10 minutes. Okay, then B travels 15 kilometers in 20 minutes, and C travels, okay, and C travels 12 kilometers in 18 minutes. Then average speed is equal to how much? When this question arises, when this is the case, when anyone gives you this sort of questions, now first thing you need to do is you need to calculate the total distance. Total distance, okay. Total distance, how much is the total distance? 30 kilometers plus, what is that, 15 kilometers plus 12 kilometers, and that will give you around, you need to calculate it, 30, 30 plus 10, 10, 40, 50, 57. Okay, I hope that is right answer. That is equal to the 57. Now what is the total time taken? The total time, the total time taken is equal to how many minutes? 10 minutes plus 20 minutes plus 18 minutes. Okay, sorry, plus 18 minutes. How much you will be getting when you consider this? 10 plus 20, 30, 30 plus 10, 40, 48. Okay, 48. Now average speed is equal to how much? 57 by 57 divided by 48. Okay, when you calculate this you will be getting the answer. So this is the case in the average speed. Average speed, you people will be having only these sort of things. Average speed, okay, average speed, okay, the basic content. This comes as the basic content. Okay, now average speed of two persons can be calculated as, can be calculated as 1 by A plus 1 by B, can be calculated as 2 times of AB by A plus B, 2 times of AB divided by A plus B. Okay, average speed of two persons can be calculated as 2AB by A plus B. The question arises like each and everyone should be moving in the same direction. That really doesn't mean the case. You can go on with any sort of thing, that doesn't matter at all. Okay, but the thing you need to do over here is, if he asks you to calculate only the average speed of two persons, you need to do this. Okay, now coming to the concept of relative speed. Relative speed, this has changed the complete era, and this is the very damn fucking thing. Relative speed, okay, relative speed, as the name itself says, relative speed, the concepts of trains, boats, streams, everything has arrived from relative speed. Okay, relative speed, nothing but the speed compared relatively. Okay, this is the concept of relative speed. Okay, as you all know, when two persons, suppose two persons, A and B are traveling in opposite directions, are going in opposite directions, then then relative speed relative speed is equal to speed of A, okay, that is A plus the speed of B. Why? Because they are moving in the opposite directions. So when two persons moving in same direction, moving in same direction, Okay, moving in same direction. then then relative speed is equal to speed of A minus the speed of B. Okay, here you need to take care which speed is greater and which speed is not great. Okay, now I'm going you people and I will introduce you people to some concepts which you will be noticing every time and everywhere. Okay, these are the fundamental things or the formulas you need to remember. According to my knowledge, I'm going to say you. Okay, now suppose a person has traveled. A person has traveled. Okay, with speed with speed, how much? Assume A, with speed A. Okay, but he reaches his destination late by late by how much? T1 time. Okay, T1. Okay, now what he does, he then increases increases the speed by increases the speed by B, increases the speed by B, and then he his destination reaches his destination by T2 time earlier. Okay, T2 time earlier. Okay, T2 time earlier. So then distance covered by him distance covered by him is equal to distance covered by him is equal to T1 plus T2. Okay, T1 plus T2 into AB divided by B minus A. Okay, B minus A. Okay, the derivation of this I will be giving the description in the link below. You can go on. Okay, now next thing. So for example, take an example question. A person has traveled with a speed 30 kilometers, but he reaches his destination at what is the time? See the previous question. Time. Let us suppose t1 is equal to 12 minutes. Okay, then he travels by speed b, so he has increased here over here. So compulsorily you need to take higher speed, 45 kilometers. Okay, and time t2 is equal to 20 minutes. Now the distance d is equal to, I hope you people can calculate it very much easily. Okay, we'll move on. So assume that same case. A person has traveled with speed a. I'm rewriting the same thing. A person has traveled with speed a, but he reaches his destination late by t1. He then increases the speed by b, and then he reaches his destination. Okay, this is not distance. This is destination. Destination. This is destination. He reaches his time by t2 earlier. Okay, now by B, and he reaches his destination by T2 earlier than the distance covered. This we have covered it. And what in case if he reaches the destination by T2 times delay, if he doesn't reach the destination in time even after increasing the speed. Okay, he increases his speed by A and he reaches his destination by T2 time delay. Again he had made a delay. Okay, the increased speed is not equal to the exact speed which is required to cover the destination. So now the distance covered by him is equal to, you can calculate it as T1 minus T2, T1 minus T2 of A plus B, A plus B, okay, A plus B, A plus B into A by B, okay. Please note down this is a very important thing, and the description and the derivation, everything I'll be putting in the description below, as many persons don't need the derivations because they are preparing for the competitive exams. I'm delaying it, okay. So now take another example problem. Take another example problem. Person A traveled traveled with speed is equal to 10 kilometers per hour, 10 kilometers per hour, then reaches the destination late by time t1 is equal to t1 is equal to 20 minutes, okay. He then increases the speed, and now the speed of the increased speed is equal to f2 is equal to 15 kilometers per hour, 15 kilometers per hour, and time t2 is equal to t2 is equal to 25 minutes, okay, 25 minutes. Then distance covered by him, the complete distance covered by him in such travel is equal to, you can directly write over here and you can go on. So in many cases, if in this case you will be getting the complete quantity as negative, okay. When you people get the complete quantity as negative, you need to simply note the distance could not be in a negative value, so directly you can say it as a positive, or you can crisscross it from T2 or T1 minus T2 or T2 minus T1 depending upon the values which he has given, okay. So that is a simple case where you people can handle the things, I hope so, very much easily. So this is the case. I give you 2 minutes to remind or to remember each and everything which we have covered till now, okay. Okay, are you people done? Okay. Now the major and the foremost important thing where each and every GRE question will be GRE persons will also asking. I'm sorry for this disturbance. Okay, I'm new to this. That is the reason it's happening. Okay, now see in this case, okay, P, Q, and R is a point. Okay, now in this case, insert a text box. Okay, now in this case, in this case, suppose two persons, two persons, suppose two persons A and B, two persons A and B have started the journey. I'm increasing the font size, nothing else I'm doing it. Please do cooperate. When two persons, when two persons, where the hell is this cursor, man? When two persons A and B has traveled with with speed speed P and Q, has traveled with speed P and Q respectively, respectively, okay, speed has traveled with speed P and Q respectively. So now of the speed of B is higher, okay. B is high, the speed of B is high. So what happened over here is person B has traveled completely, okay, from P to Q, from P to Q, and he meets he meets He meets A at point R. Okay, point R. Okay, let me highlight these things so that it will be easy for you people. Okay, to understand, to sort it out, everything. Okay, I'm sorry for the delay. I can't help you people in such case. I hope so. With your support, I'll be increasing the quality and also the efficiency of my teaching. Please do encourage. Okay, and now B. So the distance traveled. Okay, traveled by distance traveled by A. Distance traveled by A is equal to 2 into 2 into L of L into P by P by P plus Q. Okay, you need to have the brackets for this thing. Okay, you people might be worried about what is L. Here L is the length. L is equal to length or distance from P to Q. Okay, P to Q. Okay, now distance traveled by B. Distance traveled by B is how much? Distance traveled by B is equal to 2 into 2 into L. Okay, here I forgot to write L, sorry. L into P of Q. 2 into L into the speed of B. What is it? Q divided by, that is Q divided by P plus Q, that is P plus Q. Okay, this is the case. Okay, I'm repeating it once again. Sorry. See, two persons A and B have traveled from distance, have traveled with speeds small p and small q respectively. Two persons A and B traveled with speeds p and q respectively with the speed of, and the speed of B is high. So let me change this to avoid your confusion. Z and X, you think it. Okay, now it is clear. I hope two persons A and B traveled with speeds p, q respectively. The speed of B is high as we discussed. B has traveled completely from P to Q. Okay, and meet say at a point R. So what it does, P has traveled a complete distance from Z to X and it has returned to R. In that case, he had met A. Okay, so the distance traveled by A is equal to 2 times of length into P by P plus Q. L is equal to length or distance from P to Q. Distance travel. Okay, this is the length. So this is the major criteria. You please keep in your mind. This is the length from P to Q. Okay, these are the basic topics which he will be asking in speed and time irrespective of trains, boats, streams, etc. Okay, only speed and time he will be asking this sort of things. I'm sure you people are very much clear about it. So let us try with an sample example. Okay, sample example. Okay, I'll be writing over here itself. Two persons have traveled with speed. Okay, two persons has traveled with speed s1 is equal to 20 and s2 is equal to 25. s2 is equal to s2 is equal to 25. Okay, s2 is equal to 25. Okay, you can see here the speed of s2 is greater than s1. Okay, let s2 be the speed of B. S1 is equal to 20 is speed of A, okay, and S2 is equal to 25 is speed of B, okay, and they had traveled and they traveled from Z to Q, from Z to X, sorry, Z to X, okay, and length from Z to X, Z to X is equal to how much? Length from Z to X is equal to, suppose you hope 100 meters, okay, then what you need to do? You need to find the distance by A, distance covered by A, okay, distance covered by A and distance covered by B, distance covered by A and distance covered by B, which you can do it very simply by seeing the formulas written above, okay. Now I'll be closing this sort of thing. Now recently a new topic has arisen, okay. Now two persons start. For example, this is the very old question you will be finding in maximum number of exams. I don't say that you'll be finding in everything. Yeah, I'll be saying that you'll be finding in maximum number of exams. For suppose two persons. I'm not writing completely because of your convenience. Okay, we can't waste time in writing all shit. So I'll be writing everything in a shortcut manner. I hope you people understand it. Two persons, A, two persons A and B start their journey at same time in opposite directions, okay, from 2 points. After crossing respectively they complete their journey in x and y time, okay. Two persons A and B, two persons, what happens, two persons A and B start their journey at same time in opposite directions, and from 2 points after passing each other they complete their journey in x and y speeds respectively, in x and y times respectively. Here you will be getting only time, no distance, no nothing else. Two persons A and B has traveled or started their journey at same point, at same time, sorry, okay, at same time. Then they cross each other and they reach the destination late by they reach the destination by sorry, it's not late, they reach the destination by x and y respectively, x and y time respectively. They reach 2 points after passing each other they complete their journeys and x and y respectively. Then speeds of A, the speeds of A and B is equal to under root of, okay, I will be writing over here the speed of A and B, speed of A and B. See the formula I am writing over here. A is equal to, where is this one? Yes, this one, under root of y east, under root of y east, okay, then under root of x. This is the formula, okay, under root of y east, under root of x, okay. Two persons A and B has traveled or started their journey at same time, okay. The time of two persons starting their journey is same and they reach the destination by x and y times respectively. Then the speed of A and speed of B is equal to under root of x east under root of y, okay. Okay, is this the case? Is everything clear for you people? I hope this video will help you up to some extent. This is Riyaz signing off, and I'll surely make and I make sure that I'll be very much clear in the second video. If you have any doubts, you can be posting it below. Hoping my second video to come soon. Thank you so much.